Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we're doing another pick a card tarot and oracle reading, and this time we're just going to get some messages from spirit that you need to hear right now, just sort of checking in and seeing what messages are here for you. So all you need to do is take a look at all three groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the amethyst, group number 2 with the goldstone, and group number 3 with the lapis lazuli. I want to say, honestly, after doing the readings, because I'm filming this after I did the readings, if you feel drawn to all three of them, I highly recommend watching all three of them because they all kind of like bled together into one big message. So I highly recommend doing that, honestly. Or if you're just feeling really strongly guided to just one pile, that's cool too. But yeah, something I want to remind you guys of is that I did in fact write an entire ebook. So go download that. It is tarot decoded, and it is a guide to every single tarot card upright, in reverse, and in different types of readings. It gives practical advice. It's just handy dandy to have on your phone, tablet, computer, especially if you're learning tarot or if you read tarot for yourself, casually or professionally. It can give you more insights into the cards that may come out for you. So it's completely free. Downloading that will sign you up to my email marketing, and that's just a cool thing to have because yes, I'm going to give you sales and things that ways to save money if you want to work with me, but I also give a lot of freebies out. And actually at the time that I'm filming this, I'm about to send out a sort of depression self-care printable to my email marketing list, so for completely free. So it's like, if you want cool things like that, I just randomly make like digital shamanic tools all the time, and my email list has all of those things sent to them. So it's just, if you're interested, go get the ebook or even just sign up for my email marketing list from my website, spiritpsychic.org. Okay, let's begin now. Okay, group number 1, welcome. Let's see what messages you need to hear right now. You have fork in the road coming out in reverse. There's a protective message here for you when it comes to making certain decisions. On one hand, you don't want to wait too long to make a decision because sometimes not making a decision is a decision, and usually when that's the case and you just leave it up to fate, the best outcome might not occur. On the other hand, you don't want to be too reckless and impulsive when it comes to making some sort of decision. So there's something here about that. We have clean it up coming out as well. And we have tick-tock. Oh, wow. So time is of the essence. And we're going to clarify each of these cards with 3 tarot cards to get some further clarification. So let's start with the fork in the road card in reverse, a message warning you about making a certain decision. You're at a fork in the road, and you are being guided to be very careful about what choice you make moving forward. This is clarified by the 9 of Wands in reverse. Don't let fear control your decision, okay? We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. This is a strong mental health card. Making sure that you're taking care of your mental health, making sure that you're getting enough sleep. And then we have, we have the Hermit upright. Okay, so your intuition already knows what you have to do when it comes to a certain decision in your life. You may be stuck at a fork in the road. Do I continue forward? Do I listen to my intuition? There's something here about fear. You worked very hard to cultivate what you have in your life currently. You worked very hard to get to where you're at, and I'm seeing here a fear, like you don't want to go back into some sort of depression. You don't want to go back into some sort of dark place that you once came from, and I feel like that may be shaping your decision here because it's like your higher wisdom, your higher self really knows what you should and should not be doing right now, but it feels like your ego wants something that intuitively is not good for you. Like for example, your ego may really want to work a relationship out, but it's like, like this is toxic, this isn't for me, and it's going to lead me back into that dark place. So I have to choose the higher path. Sometimes the higher path for us, the path that leads us to more happiness, more peace, is not necessarily the one that we want to go down. But you know good and well that that is what you have to do here. So there is a protective message there from the universe. And then that leads us to your next message here with clean it up. Let's see what this is about. This is going to be a really quick pick a card reading. Let me know if you like the quicker or longer readings in the comment box, okay? Clean it up. This is clarified by the Four of Swords. Some of you guys may be recovering from some sort of heartbreak, some sort of loss, some sort of ending of a relationship, ending of a chapter in your life. And right now, I'm getting visions in my head of releasing that, continuing to release that. And you may already sort of be feeling like you're somewhat moving on. I'm getting specific visions though of like literally cleaning your house, doing your laundry, taking your old journal entries or notes that you wrote your old friend, your ex, whatever, and burning them in a fire, even like revamping your own wardrobe, just revamping your whole life and sort of replacing any objects, anything that reminds you of old painful stories. And this is a journey. This is a process. It's not necessarily something that you can do in one sitting in one day, but it is something that you're being asked to do for your own greatest good, your own healing. We have the Five of Wands upright. So specifically, you may be recovering from a loss. This could be, I don't know why I'm feeling a relationship for a lot of you guys, but it's like with someone that was very argumentative, or like you couldn't see eye to eye, it couldn't work out for whatever reason. So it's kind of healthier for you that you made the decision to walk away. So we're kind of seeing a story being painted out with these cards. And then we have Judgment. Yeah, wow. Judgment is a card that decides what stays and what goes. What do I want to continue having in my life and what is ready to be released. So for example, let's just say you go through a breakup or some sort of massive friendship separation, or even like a death in your family or friend group, you know, death of a loved one, like the loss of some sort of connection. Let's just say that's what you're going through. You may be cleaning your house out and going through a lot of their stuff and donating a lot of things, and you're making the judgment call, okay, well, I want to keep this one special thing and I'm going to keep it in this special place, and when I am connecting to this and when I'm wanting to be in this energy, then I'll pull it out, you know, or making something very, very special. I just got the image in my head. Somebody here may be making some sort of blanket or keeping like one comfort object and then sort of letting go and releasing the rest. So that way it's like the old chapter, the old story doesn't define your present moment so heavily. It's just something that you can revisit when you're feeling nostalgic, when you're wanting to access that, keeping it in a very specific spot in the house, and otherwise releasing, otherwise letting go, you know. With the Judgment card coming out to clarify the clean it up card next to the Five of Wands, next to the Four of Swords, again, it correlates to this fork in the road message here, where I do feel like a lot of you guys who selected group number 1, there may be this desire here to keep someone or something in your life who was not good for you, you know, like it didn't work out. They could have been argumentative, could have been toxic. You may find that a piece of you still really thinks about this person and wants to connect to them, and like even you may be questioning yourself, like, why am I still holding on to this? Why am I still you know, hoping that things will magically change? And the answer to that question is you need to go through this cleansing process that we just described. Like, I'm not even joking. Deep clean your whole house, release a lot of objects, not even objects tied to this person or place or thing, whatever has ended, but also just like things you don't use, things that are just taking up space and cluttering. Like, going through this massive cleansing ritual will really help you release, okay? Making space for a new chapter, a new story. Then we have the TikTok card coming out as well. Let's get some clarification there. Group number 1, the third message. Okay, as you can see, this Ace of Cups card came out. I'm seeing a story really playing out chronologically here. You know, you were faced with a fork in the road. You had to make the tough decision to follow your intuition, to release something that was really hurting you. This was a very difficult choice. And then that leads you to where you're presently at, which may be a place where you're still mentally like having a hard time releasing. And it's like, man, I really hope that one day this can be revived. But I'm still healing, and you know, it's like there's no logical way that this will really work out and be revived, but it's just you find yourself holding on to that thought, and it's like you're in the process of cleansing that away. And then it's almost like we're looking into the future here. Ace of Cups, new love or a brand new friendship. A lot of emotional fulfillment is coming in. It's only a matter of time. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And we have the Devil in reverse. Yeah. So this Ace of Cups energy, which if you're unfamiliar with the tarot, the Ace of Cups represents an abundance of love and emotional fulfillment. Like, I am so happy that this came through. You know, Ace of Cups can represent falling in love, having a baby, like something really, really loving is in your very near future. Okay, and it's gonna feel like, wow, that happened so quickly, you know, with the TikTok card here. If you follow this course of actions and you do firmly like embrace releasing, embrace letting go, this will come in really, really quickly. Two of Swords next to the Devil in reverse. To me, this shows this comes in quickly if you do not take any actions towards this past toxic energy. With the Devil in reverse here, this shows you releasing old negative patterns, old trauma bonds, trauma loops, things like that. If you choose to not take any action on that, this beautiful new love that is extraordinarily like fulfilling and has so much potential will come in for you. That's like kind of a promise. Okay, beautiful messages there. So that's what you need to hear. That is your path forward. Thank you for checking in, group number 1. Make sure you download my free tarot ebook guide if you want to learn how to read tarot. It has all of the card meanings, both upright and in reverse, and in different types of readings. Completely free. Go download it now. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see what you have to hear right now. So you have Treasure Island coming out in reverse. There could be some sort of hidden opportunity or focus that can bring you a lot of wealth and abundance here. So hopefully we'll get some more clarifiers on that. You have Regeneration coming out in reverse. And we have Exchanging Gifts upright. So I'm really excited to clarify this. We're going to clarify each of these messages with 3 cards each. So let's start with the Treasure Island message. There may be something here that you're not seeing that's very, very valuable and can turn into something so much more amazing. It has so much more potential than I think you realize. This could be an idea. This could be a relationship. This could be really anything that is requiring you to focus on it a little bit more, because this can bring you lots of success and prosperity is what I'm feeling. Clarified by the Sun. Oh my gosh. This is you may be sitting on a gold mine idea. Like, an idea in your head may be an absolute gold mine that can bring you unlimited wealth, unlimited prosperity. So if any of you have any business idea, creative idea that you're wanting to manifest, highly recommend doing that with the Sun card. This is really, really positive. We have the Devil. Oh my gosh, the Sun and the Devil. What a weird combination. I don't know if I've ever seen that combination in a reading like this. Probably at some point, but like, it's a very rare combo. Then we have the Two of Swords. Oh my gosh. Some of you guys, the treasure that you're sitting on is your own self-worth here. I do feel that for everybody. It's like you don't realize that you already have what it takes within you to, I'm literally hearing become a millionaire. Like, I'm literally hearing you could quite easily actually manifest a great amount of financial wealth for yourself right here, right now, with the skills that you have and the ideas that you have and the tools that you have. And it's like with the Devil card here, I feel like you're focusing your attention on the wrong things sometimes, like overly fixating on relationships, for example, that's something that I see a lot of people do. Like they're too busy trying to heal or fix somebody, or chasing women, chasing men. I've seen so many people with like gold mine ideas and winning personalities waste it by overly focusing on their love life, on their social life, but like not focusing on their social life like in a networking, uplifting way, but just in like a wasting time sort of way. And so for a lot of you guys, actually, with the Two of Swords coming out here, it may be time for you to just sort of disappear off the map. If you're single, remain single for a bit and just literally hyper focus on your ideas, your creativity, because it may actually lead you to so much success, okay? The challenge here, though, is recognizing your own worth. And with the Devil card next to the Sun card, for some of you, if you're already in a toxic sort of friendship or relationship, this is talking about knowing your worth, protecting your peace, walking away, and focusing on your gold mine ideas, okay? That's like your karmic reckoning. That's your karma. Your karmic lesson here is to know your worth and stop wasting so much time on these trauma loops, these negative cycles, these things that just steal away your time and energy. It's like, what if you just poured so much time and energy into your own ideas for like a season of your life, even like give it 6 months, and I guarantee your life will look so different, like of just hyper fixating on you. Let's talk about regeneration in reverse. This is another protective message. 6 of Swords in reverse. The Tower in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys who selected group number 2, a big part of your karmic lesson in life is actually to become unaddicted. Now, this could be unaddicted to drugs, alcohol, but for a lot of you guys, it is allowing yourself to become unaddicted to the drama. Okay? It's like, what if you just became quiet and just focused on your own success? Like, keep your head down and focus on your own exercise, your own business and career growth, healthy living, mental health, and you stopped chasing after these dumpster fire relationships, people, addictions, lifestyles. 6 of Swords in reverse shows instability. Chasing after unstable relationships, unstable circumstances, unstable situations with the hopes that you can change it, you can fix it. You're wasting your time and it leaves you with nothing. A lot of you guys, you're addicted to the high highs and the low lows of certain toxic relationships or even substances or lifestyles. It's like, that's unstable. Any instability in your life, man, it can give you such a high, such a rush, and it really does get you into a loop of constantly chasing that high, constantly accepting less than you deserve and leaving yourself depleted. But with the Tower in reverse here, there's some sort of divine intervention that's taking place presently, and the universe is creating this like wildfire throughout your life that is just tearing down anything that's built off of this instability, okay? And with regeneration, you're being asked to write new stories for yourself that are not toxic. And you know what? When you break free from toxicity and these high highs, these low lows, life can start to feel a little bit boring. And that's your nervous system detoxing these cycles, guys. And it's in that boredom that you just want to really fill your time with the things that are going to grow you as a person, okay? Working overtime, getting that money, paying off them debts, saving your money up, going for a run, going lifting, becoming hot, becoming ripped, becoming healthy, making your own meals from scratch, sitting in the sunlight, socializing with people who are very good and healthy for you. You know what I mean? It's like, detox the instability, the unstable people in your life, the unstable circumstances, and literally just focus on those good things. It sounds so simple. because it is. But it's like when you find yourself caught up in these devil loops, these addictive loops, these trauma bonds, these painful situations, these high highs, these low lows, it is so hard to break out of. And in fact, breaking out of these cycles can be some of the hardest things, the biggest challenges you face in your life. But Five of Pentacles, these cycles aren't making you happy anyways. It's leaving you feeling depleted, used, like you don't want any piece of that. Exchanging gifts. We have the 10 of Wands upright. Oh wow, one of your cards just fell on the floor. We have the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys, you may be dealing actually with an emotionally manipulative person. Okay, and oh god, I just hit my nose. You have the Five of Swords in reverse here. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm telling you, there's a story here about waking up to your worth, recognizing that you yourself are a gold mine of $1 million ideas and skills and personality. And I feel like innately you always knew this about yourself. Like your entire life, you just always had this sense of like, I'm going to be very important in the world somehow, some way. Like I'm meant to be very successful. I'm meant to heal people and change people. You may have always felt this way about yourself. And your biggest blockage, which I hate to see, especially in women, I hate to see this, is allowing these King of Cups reverse people, emotionally manipulative, dramatic, and unstable people to consume you. It's like, that's the thing. You may have this healing energy about you. Like, I always knew I was meant to heal. I always knew I was meant to change the world. And then that life purpose attracts broken people. Okay, let's just say specifically broken masculine energies, but it doesn't have to just be masculine energies. And it's like you get your fix of like, okay, I can change them. I can heal them. And you're chasing after that in personal relationships. One thing that I gotta say here, guys, is if you have the healing energy about you, you never, ever, ever want to become the healer, the teacher for your personal relationships. Okay? This took me, how old am I? 27 years to figure out myself. So I'm not criticizing you at all. And 27 right there as well. That may be an important number for some people. You should not be surrounded by people that you're helping to heal. You're their personal therapist. You're the mother hen. It becomes so exhausting. And let me tell you, your life is going to change so drastically when you start to admit that, like, you should not be the wisest healer in the room. Like, when you stop being personal friends with people who are a train wreck, and like, this sounds so harsh, but I'm being so real right now. Like, when you stop having these personal close relationships with people who it's like you're constantly the one giving them advice, you're constantly leading and guiding them, and you start surrounding yourself with people who it's like they actually humble you and you learn from them, your life is going to change so much. And let me spin this in a way that's going to humble you for a second real quick, okay? Have you considered that you've been surrounding yourself with these broken people who are draining the life out of you because it somehow strokes your ego? Like, your ego gets stroked by being surrounded by these dumpster fire individuals because you're the one who's teaching and healing and guiding, and Spirit's saying, well, what if you use that healing, teaching, guiding, leadership energy for the general public, make some money from it, perhaps, instead of being the guide for your personal friends and lovers for free? And what are you left with? Five of Pentacles. Nothing. you're left drained. Okay. If you have a history of relationships and friendships where the other person left that friendship, left that relationship with substantial character development, and you left with trauma, this is your reading for sure. This is your message for sure. You deserve people who can give an equal exchange of energy. And that is something that you have really not encountered much of in your life. Maybe there's one person, maybe two people out of your whole life who you genuinely feel like, yes, this was an equal give and take. This was a good, healthy relationship. But you know what? Can you imagine how different your life would be? How much easier it would be to achieve your goals if all of your support system was like that? People who give good advice, people who give you wisdom, people who lift you up and make you feel like, oh my gosh, this person's so good. How could I ever repay them? Like, can you imagine being surrounded by people like that instead of being surrounded by people who make you feel drained and used and abused and unstable? Can you imagine how much easier it would be for you to tap into your goals and your dreams? I'm just saying, guys, this is your message, all right? Thank you so much for joining me. It's time to walk away from anybody who's training the crap out of you, manipulating, and you're constantly the healer in their life, and they're not for you, all right? Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you've not already. Make sure to download my free tarot guide ebook. You can download it to your phone, tablet, computer, and it'll give you the meanings of each tarot card, both upright and in reverse, and in different types of readings. So again, completely free, link down below. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's see what advice you need right now. You have time to go in reverse. Oh my. A change in the wind. Okay, these first 2 cards right off the bat, like something's got to give. Group number 3, we can't keep doing what we've been doing. And blessed. Yes, number 22, very significant. All right, we're going to clarify each of these big themes and lessons in your life with 3 cards, tarot cards each. So let's start with time to go coming out in reverse. This is a message of protection from spirit, okay? It is beyond time for you to move into bigger and better things, okay? In some way, shape, or form in your life, you may have been limiting yourself by keeping yourself in the small ponds. Group number 2 actually had a message that, like, I feel like your message could be a continuation of theirs, where it's like we talked about them being surrounded by, like, their personal support system being people that they constantly are healing, guiding, and advising. And it's like, can you imagine how different your life would be if you were in, like, this bigger pond around people who can actually heal, help, and support you and, like, teach you? Like, can you imagine not always being the teacher and the wise one and the more emotionally mature one in every single relationship that you're in? Some of you guys, you may actually be seeing a lot of that on social media, like your reels, your Instagram posts that you run into, shorts on YouTube. There may be a lot of, like, examples coming through there of people, like, hating on the other genders, or sort of telling their awful relationship stories, or, like, kind of making it out to be like, why can't there just be any emotionally mature person out there? If you've been seeing a lot of that recently, it's because you are operating off of that vibration, and it's time for you to leave that vibration, basically, because it's going to keep attracting the same negative scenarios to you. Okay, so there is a message here about, like, it's time for you to evolve a little bit. We have the Queen of Cups upright. Yeah, emotionally evolve and understand, like, there actually are quite a lot of emotionally intelligent and beautiful people out there, and it's time for you to find some examples of that. Okay, it's time for you to surround yourself with positive role models and expose yourself to that energy. We have the King of Cups right next to it. Yeah, because a lot of you guys, what's happening here is you're like ready. I'm getting this message. You're ready to manifest a beautiful soulmate relationship, like romance is what we're talking. Okay. And not only just romance, but like a beautiful best friend, or like a beautiful business partner, like these lifelong wonderful relationships. That's what's trying to enter into your life right now. And Spirit is saying, like, it's time for you to release any old stories, beliefs that like you're always the emotionally mature one in all of your friendships, all of your relationships. You're always the teacher, you're always the healer. It's time to let that go and start to seek out, find, and spend time with people who are at your own level. Because I'm going to be honest, group number 3, you guys may have been dating down, like always connecting with friends and people who were always like several leagues beneath you, not to like fill your ego. And now listen, I'm going to humble you real quick as well. It's time for you to recognize that there may be some areas of life where you really excel. Let's just say you really excel at emotional intelligence, right? You may have other areas that you really suck at, and Spirit's going to bring you beautiful people who can help teach, guide, and heal you there, and sort of fill in that gap for you as you fill in other people's gaps, okay? And then we have the 10 of Wands coming out in reverse. Yeah, you can't see it. There's something here about like there's an entire plane of existence where there are individuals who are emotionally intelligent and open and consistent, loyal, open to finding love. And it's like you're totally blind to that. It's kind of like, imagine that as like a spiritual plane of existence that's all around you, but you can't see it. You can't tap into it because you don't realize it exists almost. You know what I mean? It's like a whole nother plane, a whole nother vibration of existence that you've been really blind to. And it's like you've just been magnetizing these crap relationships, these crap circumstances that have been keeping you stuck in like limited beliefs, limited thinking. And it's time for you to leave the vibration that you've been in and open up to this whole new vibration, this whole new plane of existence, where I think honestly, guys, what's happening is like you're gonna suddenly be like, where the heck were all of these people my whole life? Like this whole time I was surrounded by emotionally mature, spiritually aware, wonderful people, and it was like you had blinders onto it somehow. Because you were, and the reason why you felt so blind to it was because you were dealing with some sort of karmic pattern or cycle that you needed to learn, release, and let go of before you sort of like got these spiritual glasses that allowed you to see all of the good people and situations around you. Let's see what the change in the wind is talking about. 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah. You're no longer going to tolerate inconsistency, emotional unavailability, high highs, low lows, anything like love bombing, followed by avoidance, hot and cold behavior. If you're dating actively, it's like you're no longer attracted to people who just disappear off the face of the earth and then come back real hot. You're like literally tuning out that. Anybody from your past who did that, I feel like you're literally blocking them, like completely rejecting that level, that plane of existence, and the people who operate on that plane of existence, which you once did, by the way. And it's like you're completely rejecting it now, and you're entering into this bigger pond spiritually, this new plane of existence that are filled with queens and kings of cups. Okay. Feels really good. 10 of cups upright. Yeah, a lot of you guys who selected group number 2 or 3, sorry, you are about to manifest the love of your life. This is somebody who you can marry, have children with, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your 10 of cups looks like, because it looks different for everybody. Some people want to be nomadic and travel the world with their loved ones. Other people want to settle down and have their dream home. Whatever your 10 of cups looks like, there are changes taking place in your life actively that are leading you towards this. Specifically, it feels like you're releasing, you're letting go of inconsistency, instability, that old, like emotionally unavailable, unstable energies that you may have been addicted to. You're releasing that, and this is coming in. We have Judgment coming out upright. Fascinating. I am wondering for some of you, now listen, I hate reconciliation readings, but I am wondering for some of you if somebody may be trying to come back around, changed, or claiming that they've changed. Now, if this is the case, this is somebody who you probably haven't seen in years, okay? Maybe like you guys connected when you were younger and they went off and did their own thing, you went off and did your own thing, and now they're coming back like, oh, I'm changed and I want something serious now. I don't know, just use your own discernment when it comes to people from your past. I do feel like sometimes we really do need space to grow. as individuals before we can rejuvenate or reconcile things. And I just want to say here, by the way, like if you ever dealt with abuse, harassment, anything like that, that type of person, that type of energy is never ever going to come through in a spiritual reading, like if it's a reconciliation reading, because it's like, first off, like I don't like keeping people stuck in those loops where they keep holding out hope that people are going to change. But I am seeing something here, change in the wind, judgment upright. You may be noticing the people around you changing as well in response to you entering into this new plane of existence. Does that make sense? So it's like, what you're going to experience, group number 3, is that some people are just immediately going to fall out of your life and you're never going to talk to them again. Straight up. That's what happens, you know, because they can't meet you at this new plane of existence. Other people, you'll notice they start treating you differently, or they change drastically, and then they want to reconnect, okay? Because you're now at the same vibration. Or maybe in the past, if any of you dealt with somebody who it's like they were available, they were mature, but you still had some growing and learning to do, so the connection couldn't work out. Maybe now you have risen up and you're actually able to meet them where they're at, and you're able to reconnect. You know, I am seeing something like that. You know, then we have the blessed message coming through. Very cool. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. We have the Tower in reverse. Wow. A lot of the same cards are coming out for a lot of groups, I'm noticing. We have the Fool upright and the 7 of Wands upright. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been really going through it recently with changes in your life. Specifically, like I said, anybody who is just, and I feel like the readings are actually kind of starting to blend together now. Anybody in your life who is just a train wreck, or like emotionally toxic, unhealthy, or anything that just could not stand the test of time, has been coming to a close in a very chaotic way, right? And this may have triggered some defensiveness, needing to stand up for yourself and like really love yourself. Like in group number 1, I highly recommend that you actually just watch all of the groups, honestly. But this is leading to new beginnings, new chapters, new stories being told. And I feel if you select the group number 3, you're about to enter into a totally blessed chapter of your life. I actually feel guided to say that this is going to be the most significant year of your life in terms of having a turning point. A lot of you guys are manifesting like long-term love this year, family, home, blessings, just really, really good things. And this is coming after a period of change, a period of chaos. It's like you finally learned how to stand up for yourself. You finally learned how to release the distractions that were making you blind to these blessings, you know, to these lovely individuals, to this soulmate connection. You know, it's like a lot of you guys, like, this is it. You're about to like be living your dream life, to be honest. So enjoy it, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. And download my free tarot guide ebook if you want to learn how to read the tarot. There are card meanings upright and in reverse for every single tarot card, so it's completely free. Link down below. Thank you guys. Bye bye.